Hello, family. Dating sucks, right? People break out from that situationship, meet someone very important to them the following day, and they are getting married. And to join our community of healthy life, worthy relationship, deliberate, conscious effort to be in your A game. So, should a broke guy date? Freeman is my name. What is the number one secret to a long-lasting, impactful, successful romantic relationship? Stay tuned. My name is Godwin Freeman and I welcome you once again to this YouTube channel. Join the community of healthy life, worthy relationships by subscribing to this YouTube channel, turning on the notification bell, liking this video, sharing it with your friends and your loved ones, and most importantly, share your thoughts with me on what you think is the number one secret to a long-lasting, impactful relationship life. So, you need to be intentional. You need to be intentional in your relationship if you want to get the best and the most out of it. It takes deliberate, conscious effort to please your partner. It takes deliberate, conscious effort to be in your A game. It takes deliberate, conscious effort to give your all to your partner, for them to appreciate who you are as an individual. The truth is that it is not inability that kills relationships. It is unwillingness. You are unwilling to give your partner what they desire. You are unwilling to fulfill the needs of your partner. There is nothing that kills relationships than laziness. No matter how great your relationship is, no matter how good your relationship is, no matter the potential of your relationship, if you allow laziness and unwillingness in your relationship, you are going to stifle that relationship. See, relationships takes hard work. It takes hard work for the relationship to work. The reason why it looks like the passion and the flame is leaving your relationship is because you are consistently being inconsistent with what you were once consistent with when you began that relationship. You are consistently becoming inconsistent with what you were once consistent with when you began that relationship. Remember, you used to sacrifice a lot for this person. You used to go all out for this person, but now you have stopped. So you may think that you fell out of love. No, you fell out of actions, because in the absence of the actions, the flames will be gone. In the absence of the action, the passion will be gone. Listen to some of the things that stifles relationship. I am tired. I want to sleep. I am not in the mood. I don't feel like. Not today. It is your problem, it is your issue, not mine. What do you expect me to do? Do I care? This one too? Or I can't do this. I haven't done this before. See, it is not inability that kills relationships. It is unwillingness. You can learn. You can learn to become that person that your partner desires you to be. And I'm not saying you should do it at the expense of your core identity or who you are as an individual, but it requires a little stretch. It requires a little thoughtfulness. It requires a little sacrifice, and your partner will greatly appreciate who you are and what you are doing for them. So stop using statements like, this is not what I know. This is not what I'm used to. This is not what I was taught. For you to get the most and the best out of the relationship, you need to be deliberate. You need to be intentional. You need to be meticulous about what your partner wants and how you can fulfill the needs of your partner. So avoid saying things like, I'm not having this discussion with you again. I'm not ready to do the calling, or I'm not the calling type, or I'm not the texting type. Let me talk to the Christians. Was Jesus the dying type? But he came to die nonetheless. It makes you understand that for you to get the most and the best out of your relationship, it takes sacrifice. Otherwise, these little foxes are going to destroy the vineyard of your relationship. Yes, I know that at the preliminary stage of the relationship, dopamine was on the rise. And because dopamine is about adventure and newness and ecstasy, you did a lot of things for your partner out of spontaneity. You did a lot of things for your partner because your instincts were asking you to do them. But there are 3 stages in every relationship I want you to pay attention to. Number 1 is emotional high. Number 2 is emotional low. Number 3 is intentional high. Emotional high is when your emotions are the one commanding you to do things for your partner just because you love them and because the relationship is new and fresh. At that stage, you are always thinking about them. At that stage, it is about them and nothing more. Sometimes you even mention their names when you are calling your friends and your loved ones. This is emotional doing the talking. This is emotional doing the action. So that is the emotional high. Eventually, there is the emotional low. Because the emotions came spontaneously, there's emotions are going to drop again spontaneously. That is the emotional low. Now, you need to now be intentionally high. You need to now be deliberate. Simple. What were the things you used to do for your partner that tickled them? What were the things you used to do for your partner that made them love you? What were the things you used to do for your partner that made them go haywire for you? Why have you stopped doing them? Go back to your first love. Go back and pay attention to those things and continue to do them. Have a light-hearted, constructive conversation with your partner and ask them, babe, what were the things I used to do for you at the preliminary stage of the relationship that made you feel loved, that made you feel accepted? And they'll be honest to share them with you. Continue to do those things for them. Have a light-hearted conversation with them and ask them, what are certain things you do that they don't like? Or what are certain things that you have been doing of late that pisses them off? And what can you do to make the relationship better, to make the relationship more exciting? This thoughtful word, this intentional conversation will change the game in your relationship. Finally, if you are struggling to be your best for your partner, if you are struggling to be in your A game for your partner, if you are struggling to communicate love in the language your partner will understand, it may reveal that number one, maybe you don't love your partner that much. Maybe you are not really madly in love with them as you are supposed to. And sometimes I understand you need to be honest with them. If you feel that maybe the foundation of the relationship was not well, or the foundation of the relationship was not good, or you didn't love them in the first place, or you were dating them for convenience, or you were just doing it to while away time, or you were doing it for the fun of it, but it looks like now both of you are caught together in a relationship, but you must be forced before you do things for them, then you need to reconsider your insistence of staying in such relationship, because you can't pretend forever. Secondly, it may also be that probably because of your past hurtful and disappointing experiences in the past, it becomes difficult for you to be vulnerable, to be endearing, to be thoughtful, to be intentional with your partner in the relationship. It becomes difficult for you to be affectionate with your partner. Have a conversation with them. Let them know the reason why it looks like of late you are not feeling the love or you are not feeling the vibe again. Conversations can change everything. I always say, there is no relationship that can be dissolved except you have a resolving conversation. There is no relationship that needs to be dissolved except you decide to have a resolving conversation. And that communication that both of you will have can change the ballgame of the relationship entirely. So if you think probably you are hurt, probably your partner has done something that is so difficult for you to forgive them, and that is why it becomes difficult for you to pour your love before them. That is why it becomes difficult for you to be affectionate towards them. Have that conversation with them. Be honest with them. If there is a need to apologize, they will apologize to you. Other than that, if you feel that you don't love them genuinely, and it began from the onset, I'm not talking about people who were head over heels with each other and looks like they're in the bumpy road and they need to, constructively go through the relationship or navigate through the relationship. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking to you who know that right from the onset, this person was not the right person for you. You didn't love them in the first place. You were just doing it as a fling. You were doing it to while away time. But it looks like you guys are stuck with each other, but you don't genuinely love them. Please have a light-hearted conversation with them so that you guys can seek for counsel. And if you guys will have to go your separate ways, it will be mutual. Other than that, the secret to a long-lasting, successful, sustainable, impactful relationship in this our age, just be intentional. Just be deliberate. Just be focused on your partner and think of ways to please them. I can't tell you what your partner like. That is why you need to have that conversation with them. Probably take them on a date and have this conversation. On a scale of 0 to 10, can you rate me? How am I doing? On a scale of 0 to 5, have I been sensitive enough? Have I been able to communicate your emotional needs enough? What are some of the things I do that pisses you off? What are some of the things I do that makes you feel loved? What are some of the things you want me to be consistent at doing for you? This thing is a game changer. They have saved my relationship, and I believe they can do so to you also. Thank you for spending time to watch this YouTube video. Don't forget to join the community of Healthy Life, Wealthy Relationships by subscribing to this YouTube channel, turning on the notification bell, leaving your comments in the comment section, sharing this video to your friends and your loved ones to save a relationship today, and most importantly, like this video. We'll meet again same time in our next video.